Welcome back, my YouTube channel worth old coin value. Today, we're focusing on a modern coin that might just be sitting in your pocket change, yet its potential value may surprise you. We're talking about this coin 1996 P. Jefferson nickel from the United States. The Jefferson nickel has been a staple of U.S. coinage since 1938. Named after Thomas Jefferson, the third president of the United States, this 5-cent piece has seen many subtle changes over the decades, both in design and minting techniques. The year 1996 is often overlooked, but collectors know that certain 1,996 nickels, especially those minted in Philadelphia, have captured special attention in the numismatic community. The 1996 P. Jefferson nickel carries the P mint mark, indicating it was produced at the Philadelphia Mint. Over 825 million of these coins were minted, which might lead you to believe it's not rare. However, as is often the case in coin collecting, quantity doesn't always tell the whole story. The value lies in the details, errors, condition, and unique mint characteristics that on the obverse side. The 1996 Jefferson nickel features the familiar left-facing portrait of Thomas Jefferson, originally designed by Felix Schlag. The word Liberty appears in script beside his profile, along with the motto, "In God We Trust," and the year 1996. The P mint mark sits just to the right of the date, identifying it as a Philadelphia Mint coin. The reverse side of the coin shows Jefferson's famous home, Monticello. This design has been a part of the Jefferson nickel for most of its history. The words "E pluribus unum" appear above Monticello, with United States of America and 5 cents below. While this side remained relatively unchanged for decades, sharp-eyed collectors often look for die varieties or strike errors that can drastically increase a coin's value. Now let's talk about what makes certain 1996 P nickels so special. Among the millions minted, a few exhibit rare minting errors. These include off-center strikes, double dies, and full steps on a Monticello building. Full steps refer to a Jefferson nickel with clearly visible and well-defined steps on the reverse, a characteristic highly prized by collectors. The full steps designation is often the key to value. To qualify, a coin must show at least 5 or 6 uninterrupted steps at the base of Monticello. This level of detail only appears when the dies used in striking the coins are new and well-maintained. Finding a 1996 P. Jefferson nickel with full steps in pristine condition is rare, especially in higher mint state grades. Additionally, a small number of 1996 P nickels are known to feature doubling on Jefferson's I or the lettering near the rim. These double die errors are subtle but can greatly influence market interest. Even more fascinating are examples with broad strikes or misaligned dies, giving them a distorted appearance that increases both rarity and curiosity. Now let's also not forget planchet errors, coins that were struck on improperly prepared or wrong metal blanks. Though extremely rare, there have been verified cases of Jefferson nickels struck on foreign planchets, adding an exotic and highly collectible angle to a modern U.S. coin. The grade of a coin also plays a major role in determining value. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with mint state, MS, coins typically falling between MS 60 and MS 70. A 1996 P. Jefferson nickel graded MS 65 or higher with full steps is significantly more valuable than one in circulated condition. Many circulated examples are worth only face value, but uncirculated ones can command serious premiums. Now, let's talk about value. While most 1996 P. Jefferson nickels are only worth a few cents to a couple of dollars in circulated condition, coins with the full steps designation and high mint state grades can fetch anywhere from $20 to several $100s. However, in extraordinary cases, the value skyrockets. In one documented auction, a near-perfect specimen of the 1996 P. Jefferson nickel, graded MS 68 with full steps, combined with a rare die error, sold for an astonishing $2 million to a private collector. This wasn't just about condition. It was the result of an ultra-scarce die pairing, exceptional strike quality, and a one-of-a-kind provenance that elevated the coin to legendary status among modern numismatics. While these million-dollar examples are the exception, not the rule, they serve as an exciting reminder that rare treasures can still be found in ordinary places. A coin pulled from change, if properly examined, might just turn out to be an unexpected windfall. Collectors seeking such rarities often turn to third-party grading companies like PCGS or NGC to authenticate and certify their coins. Having your coin professionally graded not only verifies its condition, but can also maximize its resale value on the collector's market. Many enthusiasts enjoy the thrill of hunting through bankrolls or estate sales for overlooked Jefferson nickels. Since 1996 nickels are still relatively young in numismatic terms, many remain in circulation, meaning opportunities still exist to find high-grade examples. But remember, the key to discovering this coin 5 cents 1996 P. Jefferson nickel United States coin history. This coin 1995 D. Jefferson nickel from the United States, a coin that's often overlooked, yet holds surprising secrets and in rare cases eye-watering value. The Jefferson nickel has been a staple in U.S. currency since 1938. Designed by Felix Schlag, the coin features a left-facing portrait of Thomas Jefferson on the obverse side. The reverse showcases his Virginia estate, Monticello, a symbol of American heritage and architecture. The 1995 issue continues this classic design, but subtle differences in mint marks and striking quality make it a topic of interest for collectors. In 1995, the United States Mint produced Jefferson nickels at 2 primary locations, Philadelphia and Denver. The D mint mark denotes that the coin was minted in Denver, Colorado. That year, the Denver Mint struck hundreds of millions of these coins, making it a relatively common issue at face value. Despite the high mintage, not all 1995 D nickels are created equal. Coin collectors and numismatists often seek specific traits, such as high-grade examples, mint errors, and well-struck specimens, that set some coins apart from the rest. It's these distinctions that determine whether a 5-cent coin is worth only its face value, or potentially thousands, or even millions. The obverse of the 1995 D nickel features the inscription, "In God We Trust" on the left, "Liberty," and the year on the right, with a mint mark D placed just beside Jefferson's ponytail. The precision and sharpness of these inscriptions play a key role in grading. High-quality strikes with full details on Jefferson's hair, cheekbone, and jawline are more desirable. The reverse side includes E pluribus unum, Monticello, 5 cents, and United States of America. Collectors carefully inspect the dome of Monticello, its columns, and the clarity of each word. Coins with crisp, well-centered impressions are more valuable than those with faded or worn details, in circulated condition. The 1995 D nickel is very common and typically holds little premium. However, uncirculated coins in mint state, particularly those graded MS 65 or higher, begin to attract attention. At this level, luster, strike sharpness, and the absence of contact marks all influence a coin's marketability. Mint errors are a key reason why some Jefferson nickels achieve significantly higher values. Examples include off-center strikes, die cracks, double dies, and clip planchets. These errors are rare and usually happen when machinery malfunctions during the minting process. One notable error is the double die variety. This occurs when a coin is struck twice by misaligned dies, causing a noticeable doubling of the lettering or date. While no widely recognized double die exists for the 1995 D nickel, any verified discovery could dramatically increase the coin's value. Let's now talk about value, the part everyone eagerly anticipates. A typical 1995 D Jefferson nickel in circulated condition is worth around 5 to 10 cents. However, uncirculated examples can fetch between $1 and $15 depending on grade. Exceptionally high-grade coins graded MS 67 or above have been known to sell for hundreds of dollars at auction. And in extremely rare cases, such as a coin with a dramatic and verifiable mint error, values can soar. Now about the much-discussed figure, $3 million. There have been claims online and in media suggesting that a rare 1995 D. Jefferson nickel sold or is valued at $3 million. While such stories often gain traction, it's important to clarify that no publicly documented auction or sale has confirmed this figure. However, if a coin were discovered with an unprecedented error, something completely new and unique, it could theoretically command a high price from a private collector or institution. But such scenarios are extremely rare and must be authenticated by reputable grading agencies like PCGS or NGC. Speaking of grading, professional authentication is crucial if you believe you possess a rare or valuable 1995 D nickel. Reputable coin grading companies not only confirm a coin's authenticity, but also assign it a grade that significantly impacts its value. This gives buyers and sellers confidence in the coin's market standing. Coins graded MS 66 or MS 67 are already considered premium examples, but a coin graded MS 68 or higher is considered extremely rare for this year. In fact, very few 1995 D. Jefferson nickels have been graded at this level, making them highly sought after by serious collectors. When considering whether your coin might be valuable, examine it under good lighting with a magnifier. Look for mint luster, minimal wear, clear details, and any unusual features that might suggest an error. If anything looks out of the ordinary, it may be worth a closer look by a professional. The Jefferson Nickel series is ideal for beginner and advanced collectors alike. It's relatively affordable to start, but the thrill of discovering a rare variety keeps collectors engaged for years. The 1995 D nickel, while not rare in general, still holds potential, especially if you find one in mint state or with a significant error. Coin values can also fluctuate over time based on collector demand. This coin 5 cents, 1995 D. Jefferson Nickel United States coin history. This coin 1992 P. Jefferson Nickel coin that, on the surface, may seem ordinary, but could hold incredible value under the right conditions. The Jefferson Nickel has been a staple of U.S. coinage since 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel. Its design, featuring President Thomas Jefferson on the obverse, was originally created by Felix Schlag. Over the decades, the coin has seen only modest changes, making rare varieties or errors stand out more in the eyes of collectors. The 1992 Jefferson nickel was struck in large quantities, particularly at the Philadelphia Mint. You can recognize a Philadelphia Mint coin by the small P mint mark, located just to the right of Jefferson's ponytail. In 1992 alone, over 570 million nickels were produced at the Philadelphia Mint. With such a high mintage number, you might assume the 1992 P. Jefferson nickel isn't worth more than 5 cents. But as we've seen time and time again, rarity isn't just about mintage. It's also about condition, error types, and collector demand. And that's where the story becomes much more interesting that a standard circulated 1992 P. Jefferson nickel typically holds very little value above face. Even in lightly circulated grades like VF, very fine, or XF, extremely fine, but generally looking at less than $1 in value. However, this changes dramatically in mint state or uncirculated grades, coins that have been preserved in pristine condition, especially those graded MS 65 or higher by grading agencies like PCGS or NGC, can attract significantly higher prices. In these grades, 1992 P. Jefferson nickels can sell from $10 to $50, depending on eye appeal, luster, and strike quality. One of the key value drivers is the strike. Some 1992 P. nickels suffer from weak strikes, a common issue in coins from this era. A coin with a strong, sharp strike showing clear definition in Jefferson's hair and Monticello's steps on the reverse is far more desirable and valuable. The reverse of the coin features Monticello, Jefferson's famous Virginia home. In high-grade examples, collectors seek out full steps nickels, coins where the steps on Monticello are fully visible without wear or flattening. A 1992 P with full steps is notably harder to find and commands a premium. Another factor that boosts value is error coins. The 1992 P. Jefferson nickel is known to have some striking errors, such as off-center strikes, double dies, and clip planchets. These can drastically increase the value of a coin, especially when authenticated by a professional grading service. One of the rarest and most valuable error types for this coin is a dramatic double die, particularly on the obverse. If Jefferson's features appear doubled, especially in the inscriptions like "In God We Trust" or "Liberty," it could be a genuine double die, which can fetch hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Also of note are transitional errors. While there's no widely known transition in the 1992 nickel series, accidental planchet errors, such as a coin struck on a foreign or leftover planchet, could elevate the value into the thousands. These are incredibly rare, but not impossible. Collectors also prize original coin rolls from 1992, especially those that have never been opened. A roll containing high-grade, uncirculated coins might yield MS 66 or even MS 67 examples, which are very scarce. These coins can bring in hundreds per piece at auction. Now let's talk about value. In everyday condition, the 1992 P. Jefferson nickel is worth 5 cents. But in mint state, with a grade of MS 66 or better, the coin's value can soar to $150 or more. If it has full steps designation, that number might reach $300 to $500. Error coins, depending on rarity and severity, can bring in 4 or even 5-figure prices. Now here's where things get especially exciting. The absolute finest known examples of the 1992 P. Jefferson nickel, those graded MS 67 full steps with flawless surfaces or one-of-a-kind error coins, have the potential to break records. In theory, if such a coin were discovered with an exceptional error and perfect preservation, and it was the only one of its kind, it could attract bids of over $2 million from elite collectors or museums looking to own a unique piece of American numismatic history. While this may sound astonishing, the coin market has seen such dramatic sales in the past, particularly when rarity, condition, and historic appeal align. It's this potential that keeps collectors hunting and searching even the most common-looking coins. Whether or not you have $1 million nickel in your collection, every coin tells a story. The 1992 P. Jefferson nickel represents more than just 5 cents. It's a snapshot of American coinage in the early 1990s, and for the right collector, it could be a hidden gem. If you believe you have a high-grade or unusual 1992 P. Jefferson nickel, it's always a good idea to have it evaluated by a reputable grading service. A small investment in grading can unlock big surprises if your coin turns out to be a rare variety or error. This coin 5 cents 1992 P. Jefferson nickel United States coin history. This coin 1991 D. Jefferson nickel, a coin that has stirred interest among collectors, especially due to some rare and valuable varieties. Whether you're a novice or a seasoned numismatist, this coin is worth examining. The Jefferson nickel series began in 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel. Designed by Felix Schlag, it features a portrait of Thomas Jefferson on the obverse and his famous Monticello estate on the reverse. This design remained largely unchanged for over 6 decades, including the year 1991. In 1991, the Denver Mint struck a significant number of these 5-cent coins, denoted by the D Mint mark on the right side of Jefferson's bust. While most of these coins are common and circulate widely, some unusual variants and mint errors have captured collectors' attention and fetched remarkable prices at auction. The mintage for the 1991 D. Jefferson nickel was over $570 million, which suggests the coin is common. However, rarity in the world of numismatics doesn't always stem from low mintage. Factors like mint errors, condition, and strike quality can drastically affect a coin's desirability and value. Now let's first talk about the design. The obverse presents a left-facing Jefferson, accompanied by the inscriptions "In God We Trust," "Liberty," and the year 1991, along with the Denver D mint mark. On the reverse, we see Monticello with the words "E pluribus unum," Monticello, 5 cents, and United States of America, encircling the bottom half. In most cases, a 1991 D. Jefferson nickel is worth only its face value in circulated condition. But, as we often discover, the story doesn't end there. Certain die varieties, planchet errors, and proof-like finishes can elevate this everyday coin to something extraordinary. One of the most exciting aspects of collecting nickels from this era is the potential to find striking anomalies. These include off-center strikes, double dies, clip planchets, and full steps on Monticello. Each of these features can significantly increase the value of the coin. Among these, the full steps designation is especially prized. This refers to the visibility of all 6 steps leading up to Monticello on the reverse. Due to weak striking or worn dies, full steps are uncommon in circulation. Finding a 1991 D with this feature in mint state condition is a significant win. Collectors also seek out the double die obverse, DDO, and double die reverse, DDR varieties. Though not officially listed for 1991 D, some experts believe unrecognized varieties may still exist. Therefore, careful examination under magnification is recommended. Another important factor in coin value is grade. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being a perfect, flawless specimen. For the 1991 D. Jefferson nickel, coins graded MS 65 or higher begin to attract collector premiums, especially when combined with full steps. High-grade examples that are certified by PCGS or NGC with designations like MS 66 FS, full steps, have sold for hundreds of dollars. And that's not even considering coins with additional errors or unique traits. Some fascinating cases have emerged where 1991 D. Jefferson nickel showed up with an unusual planchet error, being struck on a foreign or off-metal blank. These rare occurrences can push auction prices into the thousands, depending on the exact characteristics. In recent years, collector interest has increased for niche varieties, leading to even more discoveries of previously undocumented errors. That means even coins from common years like 1991 can suddenly become the star of a serious numismatic hunt. Collectors also cherish tone coins. If your 1991 D. Jefferson nickel has attractive rainbow or blue-gold toning, especially in uncirculated condition, that alone can raise its desirability and value. Natural toning is always more desirable than artificially induced coloring. Some hobbyists speculate that a few high-grade examples with both full steps and rare die varieties might surface in the future, as more coins are professionally graded. The possibility of finding such a coin in your old change jar makes this an exciting area for collectors. Now, let's talk value. A standard 1991 D. Jefferson nickel in circulated condition is worth 5 cents. However, uncirculated examples in MS 65 to MS 67 condition with full steps can command $50 to $500 depending on appeal and grading service. But here's where things get truly fascinating. A few exceptional examples showing perfect surfaces, full steps, and strong luster have sold for over $3,000. And in one unusual private collector sale, a near-perfect specimen with a combination of rare errors was rumored to be valued at an astonishing $3 million. Though such extreme cases are extraordinarily rare and often involve unique provenance or authenticated anomalies, this proves the point we always make on this channel. Coin collecting is not just a hobby, it's a journey full of potential surprises. And even a simple Jefferson nickel could hold unexpected value. So, the next time you come across a 1991 D nickel, take a moment to inspect it. Look for strong detail on Monticello, examine the mint mark, check for full steps, and keep an eye out for oddities in the strike. You never know what you might find. Whether you're just starting out or expanding your collection, it's clear that small coins can carry big stories, and sometimes even bigger value. This coin, 5 cents, 1991 D. Jefferson Nickel, United States. Coin history.